Okay, folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier. I'm back on the road. Thanks for those that have been watching and commenting. I'm outside of this place. I just bought a bunch of food for the road. I was going to sit here and delicately eat my meal, but I just thought, I really want to get some driving in. I'm not really starving right now. I'm not particularly hungry, but I'd kind of like to have some road food, like some food with me on the road. So I got to this place, Southside Market and Barbecue, outside of Austin, Texas. I'm probably just 10 minutes outside of where I was. If you've been following, I've had some real trouble negotiating the streets of Austin. Austin, Texas is a tough place to drive in. My Airbnb hostess nice lady, told me that the infrastructure of Austin is really not equipped to deal with all these people. It's one of these situations where all these infidels and assholes moved into Austin, Texas, hearing and Movie Maker magazine and whatever the fuck, MTV. Everyone was telling you how great Austin, Texas was, so all these people believed the hype and moved into Austin, Texas, and now you have too many people. So what the fuck? So I was not there to move. I was there simply to promote my film, enjoy my film screening, Disregard, at the Austin Revolution Film Festival. I did have a good time, but the driving, quite honestly, I'm glad I'm getting out of here with no car accidents, no fender benders. It's bizarre to me because Austin is such a tough place to drive, yet I really didn't see any accidents. But every time I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, where I live now, which I do like Jacksonville quite a bit, every day I see a fucking car accident. So I mean, word to the people in Jacksonville, get off your goddamn phones when you're driving, pay attention to the fucking roads, because the people in Austin have driving 10 times worse than you, and very few accidents in comparison to Jacksonville, where it should be easy. The roads are very nice in Jacksonville, in my opinion, very easy to navigate. And yet all these accidents happen, okay? I've seen a guy get hit by a car and flip over the top. I've seen 2 motorcycle accidents, all these horrible things in Jacksonville. Really, the only thing about Jacksonville I don't like, to be quite honest, it's got a beach. I like Florida, I like Jacksonville. But I'm just lamenting the amount of car accidents there. So I guess I don't know where the fuck I am. Southside Market and Barbecue is the restaurant. I would say that if you happen to see this, I don't think this is the only location. Well worth pulling over. I pulled a nice move. I didn't order, for instance, a sandwich, okay? I was thinking about ordering a sandwich. Well, guess the fuck what? For the same price of a sandwich, you get twice the meat, and they give you free bread to go. The lady asked, do you want some bread? I said, well, is it free? And she said, yeah. I said, I'll have some wheat bread. I can make my own goddamn sandwiches. I've got twice the meat for the same price, free bread. Always beating the system, okay? That's me. So now I've got my beverages. Cold. It's oddly cold here in Texas. I don't know why it's so cold, but it's like 40 or 50. Nothing like a nice cold beverage. I've got a long day of driving. I didn't self-pick or pre-pick any hotels to go back home to. I'm going to pick them up as I go along. I'm going to choose your own adventure. One of the highlights of driving singularly is you don't have to confer or collaborate with any assholes. You know what I mean? Whenever you're with other people, whether it's a spouse or a child, you have to negotiate, and you have to come up with group decisions. And you have to have other people's thoughts and feelings in mind. The good thing about being by yourself is that the world can go fuck itself, quite honestly. If you want to pull over and take a nap, if you want to pull over and see a movie or take a walk, you can do all these wonderful things. I don't know why that car was idling behind me if they were waiting for my spot. There's plenty of parking spots, assholes. So in any event, I've got this whole mountain full of food right now. I guess I could show you if you really need to see it. But I've got this giant bag of food that I'm going to just pull over as necessary. I don't know, do you want to watch me eat? Is that a fetish for you? But look at this wonderful stuff. I've already had a sampling I've already tasted the chopped brisket. I mean, food never looks as good through the camera as it does when you're actually about to eat it. But some people get off on food porn, as they call it. The macaroni and cheese is delicate and divine. I've enjoyed it. It's still hot. I've got this, oh my God. Look at that. Can you see the steam? Can you see it? Very exciting. I might just have to take, I mean, because macaroni and cheese is like one of those things that I always get excited for, because it's one of my favorite comfort foods when I need comforting. But a lot of places just don't do it right. It's got to be a little tinged, a little bit, not burnt, but just well cooked. God damn it, that's good. And it's going to have the right consistency. It's so fucking good. I mean, God. I really am proud of myself. Oh my God, that's fucking good. I'm really proud of myself for my ordering abilities. I ordered a pint of this. And I basically had it all worked out. Like, I'm not going to buy sandwiches, because when you buy a sandwich, half of what you're paying for is the fucking bread, which is full of carbs and sugar and all that crap. You just want the meat. What's the other? Oh, the sausage is a little bit difficult because it's all like wrapped up. That might be too high maintenance for us right now. The beans, I'm a little afraid of spilling, but you've invested your time into this procedure. I might as well show you the beans. Can you see the steam? Like I said, these might spill. Probably need a spoon. I'm going to delicately see. The beans are piping hot. The beans are almost too hot. It's like they need to cool off a bit, and even congeal, dare I say, for me to truly enjoy them. I think there's a lot of work that goes into this beans. I just think that they're so piping hot. I got to this place at 11:30 in the morning. These beans are really fucking good. It's like I said, they're just too hot to fully enjoy. Okay. The sausage is fucking good. Free bread. I mean, what a nice person. And here's the thing. They had two, like, stations, like one cafeteria style line, like the amusement park line that winds around. And they had two stations where each, basically they're both facing you. There's a pit oven in the middle. And the two stations have one cashier and one, like, meat cutter, you know, like meat specialist. And then they have, like, the open window to the kitchen behind them where they're calling out other things, like if you want a side or whatever the fuck. So it's like they've got this really good system down. And typically there was, you know, an older gentleman on one of the lines, on the left side of the line, like on one, he was one meat specialist, and the other meat specialist was a female, you know, probably mid to late 20s, maybe mid. And typically you would say, well, gee whiz, Mike, obviously we know you. You'd want the young female meat cutter to be your person here because she's female. But I could just tell that the older, I was like watching all this stuff develop, and the older gentleman, probably 55 years old, he knew what the fuck he was doing, okay? Like, he just had a really nice rhythm to his cut. He just was the man, you know, like he knew the system. And the young girl, I don't think she was bad. I mean, you're going to get the same meat no matter from whom. But I could just tell that she was kind of like an up-and-comer, you know what I mean? And some things, you know, women are better at baking, like cookies and so forth. But men, they just seem to have that barbecue thing. Like, you have this 55-year-old guy, his whole life is coming to this fucking place and serving up meat for individuals. He knows what the fuck's going on. This girl's worried about her fucking Instagram account or her date, whatever the fuck she's up to, trying to get married or have a kid by the time she's 35. This guy's whole life is about serving me hot, fresh meat. So I'm glad that I waited it out and got him. So Southside Market, I give it a big double thumbs up. MikeMessier.com. Buy all my books, subscribe to all my videos, do everything I say. Back to